No, I'm not doing that.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Today we are finally going to do our husband and wife Q&A. It took us 5,000 times for him to finally say, hey y'all. Why are you acting so depressed? Liven up! Okay, so we got a bunch of questions to answer. Are you excited? Boy, he's just full of so many emotions today. So, it was requested that we answer how we met. And then it was requested for us to do a husband and wife Q&A video. So, we decided just to go ahead and bring it all into one. And for the first question to be how we met. And go ahead and get that out of there.
Out of the way?
Out of the way. No. I'm still a little out of it.
You're out of it.
Some of the stuff I say is still a little backwards.
Yeah.
I was sick this past week, so a lot of stuff I say might be a little off, but it's fine. He'll just correct me like he likes to do.
No.
So, the first question we're going to be answering before I slap Cody in the face is going to be how we met. How did we meet?
How did we meet?
See, I'm not the only one messing stuff up. Anyway.
Anywho.
How we met.
So, it was on a beautiful day.
Sicily, picture it.
Sicily.
1763. But seriously, go ahead.
I weren't even thought of in 1763.
We went to high school together. Take it away, boys.
Let's see. Was it 10th grade? 10th grade?
We really don't know exactly when we officially were introduced to each other. Like when we ran across each other's path.
All I know is
we went on a triple date together.
No, way before that.
That's the first thing I remember.
That was
in 10th.
When was that? I don't even remember that.
That was the summer going into our 11th grade year. We went on a triple date. We did not go with each other.
I thought we met before that though at Kelsey's.
I don't know. Kelsey is one of my best friends and she's his cousin. And that's how we just automatically assume we met. We don't know. I've been friends with Kelsey since 9th grade. So I'm going to assume that's how we met. But anyway, we went on a triple date with each other. I went with a guy. He went with another girl. We're not going to mention any names because Jesus Lord knows that's been way back in the past. And that we ain't about that life. We're going to leave it right back there where it is. So yeah, we went on a triple date.
And it was your other best friend and her boyfriend.
Yeah. Amber and her then.
I thought you weren't calling no names.
I call her name. I'm not calling the names that we went with. Our dates. I ain't calling them names. Especially mine, honey. So, we met sometime in high school. We helped each other date. When I say each other, he didn't help me. I helped him.
No, she did not.
I did. And I thought I was helping, but...
Okay, let me... Here's helping. Alright. I'm an old country boy that likes Levi jeans and, you know, a plaid button-up shirt or something like that with some boots. Alright, so I had a date one night and I said, hey, I need to come pick you up. I need to go shopping and to get some clothes for this date tonight. Was it that? Yeah, it was that night. So where do we go? We go to Route 21. He
comes and picks me up from the house. I jump in the truck with him. No, car with him. No, truck with him. He had a truck in.
We really got to go into that kind of
detail? I don't know, but we got to Route 21.
Anyway, we go to Route 21. Oh boy, oh boy.
I was trying to help him. I thought maybe he wanted to venture out into some new fashionness.
No,
so I picked out some skinny jeans.
Idea.
What kind of shirt? You like the shirt I picked out?
I like the shirt. But not the
He bought it. He bought every single thing I picked out for him to buy. And he took them all. He said later on I was trying to sabotage him.
I ended up splitting the seam of the skinny jeans just so they would fit over my all black Chuck Taylors, which I had no problem with. The pants was pretty much the only problem I had.
We did not date in high school. It wasn't until... many years after high school, after we graduated.
It weren't many. It was
Please tell us.
It was after college. We graduated college, or I graduated college.
I had just started hair school good. It was 2012, the end of 2012, December. We were at Kelsey's house. I was there, and I was like, I had already seen Cody. I will never forget this. So me, Mama, and James, my brother, went to Walmart one night after San Jose. And we were just walking around looking at stuff. And there's Kelsey. And I'm like, oh my God, best friend! And there's Cody. Keep in mind, I had not seen Cody
since high school.
Probably since high school. I think I seen you at Mama's graduation, but I didn't talk to you. I just seen you graduating. So
yeah, she seen me, and I was on stage, and I didn't see her. But
so anyway, so I seen him there, and I was like, Cody! I was very much single then. Every time we were ever like around each other, we always had a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So we were never like single and ready to mingle. We always liked each other. We just never pursued each other.
Yeah, something like that.
So, Christmas Eve, they always have a party over there at Kelsey's mom and daddy's house. So I was there and I'm like, where's Cody? Where is he at? He should be here. Kelsey, doesn't Cody come to these functions that you have? She's like, yeah, I don't know where he is. I was like, you might need to text him. Something might have happened if he ain't here.
I was at home enjoying my TV.
Well, so you didn't want, so I was like, Kelsey, just check on him and see if he's gonna come. So she told me she had texted him. She was like, I don't think he's coming. He hadn't responded. I was like, oh well, there goes that. So I go outside to get something out of the trunk of my car, and I could hear somebody turn down the road, and it was like way down the road, if you would know what I'm talking about. And I heard the truck coming, and I was like, I feel like I got butterflies in my stomach, and I was like, oh God, I think that's Cody, and I was freaking out. And y'all, I ain't like that. I am not a freaker-outer.
She is.
I'm not. For the most part, I'm not. So when he's like, I'm terrified, and I'm just like, I sort of froze just standing there at my trunk, and he like comes up in behind me. Y'all have to know us. Even before we were dating.
Ever
before we were dating. Cody has always been very affectionate.
Yes. Good word. Good
He
word.
always embraced me. He came up in behind me and just like grabbed me and hugged me. And then we went inside, and and we were it was so different from any other time that we've ever been around each other. I don't know, it was different. And a little girl, I'll never forget it, a little girl says, is that your girlfriend? And I just stood there and I was like, I want to hear what he's going to say.
What? Why was you going
Sure did. I just wanted to see what your reaction was. Like, oh gosh, no, I wanted to see what she was going to say. And he said, believe it or not, back in high school, she wouldn't give me the time of day. And I was like, what? Like, I ran away. I ran off and grabbed Kelsey and took her. I was like, do you know that what Cody just said, as if he's always liked me and I wouldn't give him the time of day? Kelsey, you've known I've always liked Cody. And then I'm like, well, it's distant. But believe it or not, after that, I really gave him the runaround. I did. I was in school. I was pursuing Jesus completely. I had no time for Cody, no time for nobody.
I wish you had told me that then.
I was just so confused. And then God was just like, hey, look, you've been praying for this for so long. Here's your Adam. If you don't take him, I'm going to knock you slam out.
Is that what he said?
You know, in layman's terms. So I gave up the fight, and there we are.
Like, when she says I gave up the fight, let's just say it was Valentine's Day from Christmas Eve before.
No, I didn't give up the fight then. I was still fighting after Valentine's Day.
Or was it your birthday? It was your birthday.
He asked me to be his girlfriend March 8th, 2013. Is that sign still up there? We have a sign in the house that has all the dates on it from when we first met, first dated, first whatever. We became boyfriend and girlfriend officially March 8th, 2013. He asked me to marry him, and then we got married October the 11th, 2014. So this October, this year, will be 3 years that we've been married. Long 3 years.
You better hush.
Okay, so first question from Sandy Kramer. I think I'm pronouncing that right. When are you guys going to start a family?
Well, the plan was to have the first child
This year.
this year. We both of us will be turning 26 this year. That was the plan, to start at 26. Some things have come up. Some changes may be in the future that I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she feels the same way, but we kind of want to hold off if those changes take place.
I feel like whenever Jesus gives me a baby, I'm going to have a baby.
And that too.
That's just
But
it.
the plan was, we did have a plan. But you know, sometimes plans change, things change, and everything don't work out the way you wanted it to. So, you know, we'll leave it in his hands, and if things work out the way they should, then so be it. And if not, then whenever he thinks we're ready, that's when we'll start.
A lot of the questions that we got, I actually got them from Instagram. I put up a post a few weeks back, and you guys answered some or asked some questions on there. So Jordan Foshi, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that right. Do we have any advice for newlywed couples?
Some advice would be to just love one another on a daily basis.
Pray.
Pray.
A lot.
Definitely pray. Hey, you better stop it.
Seek God every second.
So yes, we pray on a daily basis, sometimes
Multiple
5
times
times
a day. Some days need more prayer than others.
Just love one another like it's your last time being together.
Really? Do you use these things you're speaking of?
Maybe I will.
Some advice that I have is to be patient.
Yes.
Which Cody struggles with.
Yes.
He struggles with it a lot. I have patience. For the most part, I'm pretty patient. Some stuff, not so much. But for the most part, I am. And I think we balance each other out a pretty good deal. We do have a lot in common. I know people say that opposites attract. And when you're looking for a relationship, it's best to look for somebody that's opposite. But I don't agree with that. I feel like it helps if you do have similarities, because you have something to base your relationship off. And you can have conversations. And then the things that you don't have in common, you can have even more interesting conversations about those things, because the other person doesn't know anything about it, or they don't understand it, or have never looked into it. So we have a lot in common as far as how we were raised and things that we like, things we don't like. But then we also have a lot that's not alike at all.
When it comes to the public thing.
Yeah. So I think it helps us out a lot. We balance each other out very well. We get along with each other very well. We laugh at each other. We try to spend as much time with each other as we can.
Lord have mercy, do we?
We used
Guys.
to spend a lot more time together than we do now, because I just loved him so much.
Yeah, because yesterday.
Not saying I don't love him now, but you just get to the point where you're like, fine, you can go.
Yeah.
Go ahead and leave.
Yeah, because Monday I had things to do, but did I get to do them?
I was sick.
You were sick, but you want me to. You want me
Y'all,
to leave?
when I'm sick, I don't want him to go nowhere.
Nowhere.
I don't want you to go nowhere. I just want
At
you to
all.
Go. What if something happens and I pass out? You need to be there.
How sick were you?
We never know. It could fluctuate really
So
quickly.
the allergies are going to make her pass out, and something's going to happen. Like we said earlier, sometimes, you know, you do find out things once you get married and start living together or whatever. Sometimes the things you find out are very testing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if your spouse does something you're not real comfortable with, or that's not the way you done it, or you done it a different way, don't try to make commands of, hey, this is the way I do it, this is the way you're going to do it. Don't do that. That just causes more confusion, more heartache. Hush. I know. Be patient, be understanding. When you love each other, sometimes you have to make sacrifices. Compromises, yes. Don't try to force someone to change, because that's just going to cause problems. And 9 times out of 10, it probably ain't going to work out if both of you are trying to force each other to change. So just don't do that.
Amen. Makeup Loca. I don't know. What do you both do for a living? I am a licensed cosmetologist. I actually co-own a freelance hair makeup business. I will link that video above when we did our little introduction. It's called Darling Doll. We do a lot of weddings, pageants, proms, any kind of special event. I'm the hair girl. Sometimes I end up doing hair and makeup, but I specialize in hair. So that's pretty much what I do. And YouTube, of course. So
I am a instrumentation tech for an energy company. I do calibrations for instrumentation pertaining to the plant. A_Linfield asks, when y'all were single, did y'all ever get discouraged and thought that you would never find the one? If so, how did you get through it?